This is a sparring program, similar to the programmed reality of the Matrix. There are the same basic rules. Rules like gravity. What you must learn is that some rules can be bent, others can be broken. Now hit me if you can. Hope you guys are ready to have a great class today. Today we're going to be working on some Taigo 6 and some kicking combinations. We're going to start things off with warming up. We're just going to start by jogging on the spot, and when I call it out, we're going to go to fast feet. So everyone with me jogging, just a nice steady pace, guys. All we're looking at doing is just warming up those legs. Okay, nice and easy. Good, and fast feet. Jogging. Good work, guys. Make sure you get off the couch. Join along. Good. And fast feet. Keep your back nice and straight, guys. And jogging. Keep jogging, guys. You're doing great. We want to make sure we have a nice, good warm-up so that we don't have any muscle pulls when we're doing our very intense workout today. And fast feet. Jogging. And fast feet. Jogging. Good job, guys. Stay with me. Good. Shake those legs out. Now we're going to get into a squat front snap kick, okay? So what we're going to do, keep that back nice and straight. We're going to bend down, up, front snap kick. Bend down, up, front snap kick. Just nice and easy, guys. We're going to do 20. And with me, and 1, 2, 3, 4, nice straight backs. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure we have really nice technique still, guys. 5. Make sure that that knee is getting bent. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. Shake it out. Okay, we're just going to do some leg raises. If you guys haven't noticed, we're going to be doing a lot of kicking today, so we want to make sure those legs are nice and warmed up. Okay, we're going to start in a left fighting stance with our fists up. Just nice and easy. Back and forth, guys. Want to make sure, as always, that that knee stays straight. It's like a log leg. There's no bend in it at all. There's no key up on a leg raise because it's not a striking kick, it's a stretching kick. Okay, we're gonna go to the other side. Should be in a right fighting stance now, fists up. Just nice and easy, gradually increasing the height of your kick. For those of you that don't know, I am a mega nerd when it comes to the Matrix. Everything about the Matrix. I love it. If you guys aren't sure of my little spoof in the beginning, feel free to YouTube Kung Fu scene from the Matrix. Okay, last one we're going to do for our warm-up is going to be some leg circles as we go. So what I'm going to do, just instead of doing knee rotations, I'm going to hold my whole leg out, okay? I'm just going to go around in circles. This one's actually a little bit harder. That means that it's better for you, right? Isn't that how it's supposed to go? Okay, and we're going to go the other way. Keep my fists out. So what I want to do is try and keep my balance. Good, now I'm going to switch sides. Left fighting stance, my front leg's going to be the one that does the circles. I'm going to start them by going in. This is a really good balance exercise. It's awesome for the hips. You'll feel it. Okay, now we're going to go the other way, towards the outside. This is another one, actually, guys. It'll really help with developing your crescent kicks and your hook kicks, because it really does help with muscle stability and balance. Both are hugely required for those kicks. Okay. Hope you guys are ready to have a great workout. Today, guys, our Poomsae practice is going to be Taigo 6. Taigo 6 is a lot of fun. It's got some really unique elements in it that are introduced at that level. So we're going to start it off facing the camera. Keep in mind, guys, it's a mirror image. I will be facing the other way, but keep in mind that when I'm facing you guys, I am going the opposite direction. Okay, we're going to start things off. Chariot, Ginye, Junbi. Good, and what I'm going to do to start this one is I'm going to turn to my left. I'm going to get into a long stance, under block, kick, back stance, reverse block. Other side, I'm turn to my right, under block, kick, back stance, reverse block. Take my left foot, I'm going to bring it together and then slide out as I do a rising block. If you'll notice, my left foot and right hand are opposite. Now when I'm doing this technique, my fist is still on my side. Whatever hand's in front on these rising blocks is going to be the same side that kicks. Okay, that's a really good, helpful tool. Okay, so I do my rising block, so that means this side's going to kick. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to throw a turn kick, I'm going to put my feet down. Now from here, I'm going to step forward with my left foot and do a face block, punch. From there, I'm going to do a kick, punch. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So my hand that's on my hip is going to be my blocking hand. So I'm going to come around, face block, punch, kick, punch. Now, from here, I'm going to take my left foot, and I'm going to get into a ready stance as I do a cross block coming down. Now, when I do this cross block, it's a 6-second count, okay? So I'm up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From there, I'm going to take my left hand, prepare for my rising block. So if I'm using my left hand, that means my right foot is going to be the one that steps out. Rising block. From there, so my left hand is blocking, that means my left foot is going to kick. Okay, so I'm going to do my turn kick, hop, I throw a key up in there, step down into a ready stance. I'm going to spin all the way around to my right, under block in a long stance. Now this part's very similar to the beginning. Is what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a kick, back stance, reverse block. Now make sure, guys, that that back stance is a 70-30 split. Now I'm going to do the other side. Under block, kick, back stance in a reverse block. We're almost finished. Now what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to pivot on this front left foot. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to step back and pivot into a back stance, double knife hand block. Okay? Check your back stance, make sure it's a proper back stance. Now I'm going to pivot on my right foot, the back one, and do it again, back stance. Okay? So again, my hands are out and I'm in a nice L shape. From there, I'm going to do 2 push blocks in long stances. Okay? So I'm going to take my right foot back, push block, punch. If you'll notice, I'm in a forward stance. Now this left foot is going to back up again as I push, punch. Now when I finish this one off, guys, I want to take my right foot, bring it back. There's no key up, chariot, Kinye. So keeping in mind, to summarize, there's 2 back stances and then there's 2 push blocks going back, okay? So that's one way that I remember that one. Let's follow along together, going the same way. We're going to do this one slightly faster. Make sure I'm lined up for you guys. Chariot, Ginye, Junbi, and turn to my left. Long stance, under block. Kick, back stance, reverse block. Other side, under block. Kick, back stance, reverse block. From here, my left foot comes in, my right hand come in, rising block. So rising block is with my right hand, so that means I kick with my right foot. Turn kick. Ready stance, take my left hand, face block, punch. Kick, punch, not a face block. Now my hand that's on my hip, I'm going to come around, face block, punch, kick, punch. From here, I'm going to take my left hand in front, I'm going to get down into a ready stance. I'm going to do my 6-second count as I do my cross block going down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From there, I'm going to take my right foot, step out as I do a rising block with my left hand. So the fact that I'm doing it with my left hand means I'm going to kick with my left leg. So all I'm going to do is going to do a kick, hop, back down into a ready stance. I'm going to turn to my right, under block. Now it's going to be like a repeat of the beginning of Taiko 6. Kick, reverse block in a back stance. Now I just do the same thing on the other side. Under block in a forward stance. Kick, reverse block in a back stance. Okay. Now I'm going to pivot on that left foot. Okay. So what I'm going to do is pivot, back stance, double knife hand block. Now I'm going to pivot on my right foot. Back stance, double knife hand block. Now I'm going to pivot on my left foot again, but this is going to be a forward stance. I'm going to push, step back, push block, punch. Now I'm going to step back with my left foot, push block, punch. Back to ready. Chariot. Guinea. Keep in mind, guys, when we're going through the push blocks, okay, it's pushing across my body, okay? It's not coming down here. It's meant to be pushing something away, and then I reply with a punch. So when we do these techniques, I'm doing it a little bit more slowly, but the intent is so that you can go back and practice, 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 develop that technique, and then you want to have real nice, strong form punch, blocks, and kicks. I hope you guys enjoyed Taiko 6. For this part of class, we're going to be working on kicking combinations. Last class we worked on 1 through 6. This class we're going to be working on 7 through 12. We're going to break down each kick and practice them at a couple different levels. So the first one that we're going to work on, I'm going to give you guys side views so that you can see, is we're going to be doing a turn kick, back kick. So we're going to get in our fighting stance. Turn kick's going to be off the back leg, step down, back kick, back to fighting stance. Now there's a couple things I want you guys to keep in mind on this one. We're going to get in that fighting stance. Okay, I want a nice clean turn kick, making sure we have a nice pivot. Turn kick, down. Now if you guys notice when I step down, both my heels are now pointing towards my opponent, okay? That's lining my body up so I have nice biomechanics so that I can strike nice clean back kick, okay? So let's do that one a little bit more quickly. Fighting stance, turn kick, back kick. Back to ready, okay? I'm going to do the left side. Fighting stance, turn kick, down, back kick, okay? Keeping in mind we want to make sure that we're really paying attention to those mechanics, okay? We're going to do it one time per side. If you're familiar with the technique, as I'm going through them, just keep cycling the same technique until we're ready to move on to the next one. Fighting stance, turn kick, back kick. If you guys notice that back kick, it really pierces out, okay? It's meant to be done with a lot of velocity. Fighting stance, turn kick, back kick. Good job. Okay, the next one we're going to work on is going to be a turn kick, hook kick. Now, hook kick, if you're not quite there yet, you're going to modify the kick, or you're going to be working on kicking combinations 1 through 6. I did do a class recently that did hook kick maintenance, hook kick tutorials. So if you haven't watched that class, go back and watch that one. It's really going to help with this exercise. First way we're going to start this one, I'm going to show you guys a full speed demo. Fighting stance. If you guys notice, I really try and hook quickly on that. It's meant to be done very fast. Now this kick has the same mechanics as the turn kick, back kick. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get in our fighting stance. We're going to do a turn kick, drop down. Now, both my heels are already pointed this way, but instead of doing a back kick or a back side kick, I'm going to come up and do a hook, okay? So, fighting stance, turn kick, hook kick. Really important, guys, that you line up those feet correctly when you're transitioning into that hook. It's really going to help the mechanics of the kick. Okay, we're going to do it 2 times per side. Fighting stance, turn kick, hook kick with me. And number 1. Hook kick's cutting straight across, okay? It's not chopping up or not slicing up. And number 2. Let's go into right fighting stance. Okay, just give you guys a little bit of a different view. And turn kick. Again, turn kick, hook kick. And another different view for you guys. And turn kick, hook kick. Good. Okay, next one we're going to work on is going to be a turn kick, back turny turn kick. I'm going to be in my fighting stance. All I'm going to do is throw my turn kick, step down, come across, turn kick again. Couple pointers on this one. I'm going to face you guys so that you can watch my footwork. I'm going to be in my fighting stance. Now watch my footwork very carefully. I'm going to be going right along this seam, but I'm going to do something special with my feet at the end. Turn kick down. I'm in a side stance right now. I'm going to come all the way around. If you'll notice, my feet stay in line with my shoulders. This is going to allow so that I'm not landing on a tightrope, okay? So I actually slightly over-rotate, and then I throw my turn kick. So if you can find a line or have an imaginary line, do a piece of tape, something like that, it's really going to help with the kick. Again, I'm going to use this one now for an example. I'm going to get in that fighting stance. I'm going to go turn kick, land. I'm going to be landing in like a side stance. I'm going to pivot around. My right foot's the pivot point. Come around, my right foot kicks again. So to summarize, it's the right kick or the same foot that's kicking both times, okay? So if I'm in a left fighting stance, my right leg is going to be kicking both times, okay? Again, I'm going to do my kick, land down in a side stance, big spin around, turn kick. Now when I'm doing that spin, guys, okay, I come and do my kick, down, I'm turning my back shoulder. It's called a back turning turn because I'm turning my back to my opponent. Coming around, and then I kick again. So I should be positioned the same way when I started the kick. Okay, so we're going to do that one a couple times per side, making sure that when we do that back turning turn aspect, I'm turning my back shoulder around. It's like I'm going backwards almost, okay? Let's do this one a couple times per side. Fighting stance, and 1. Don't forget your key ups, guys. And 2. And let's do the other side. Try and use a visual indicator. It really helps. And 1. If you guys will notice, I'm really advancing on these ones. I don't want to do my turn kick, turn around, and kick again. It's meant to advance on your opponent. Once you get into sparring, it's like a trapping technique, which really allows you to gain into your opponent. One more, guys. Fighting stance, turn kick off the back leg, down, take my right foot, turn my back to my opponent, come around, turn kick again. Good. Next one we're going to work on. Turn kick, back turning turn kick, back kick. This one's very similar, only we're going to be adding in the back kick. So keep in mind when I land that last turn kick, I'm going to be kicking. I'm going to land down like this. So again, my heels are pointed at my opponent. Just helps with the transition, makes the kick more powerful and more smooth. We're going to do a couple breakdowns on this one, then we're going to move on. Left fighting stance, do turn kick, down. Back turning turn, kick, down. I pivot those feet, if you guys notice, every time. Now both my heels are pointed at my opponent. I'm peeking over my shoulder, back kick. Okay? So we want to stay on a nice straight line for this one too. Left fighting stance. One more time this side, guys, and then we're going to switch. Fighting stance. Turn kick, down, back turning turn, kick, down. Make sure those heels are pointed the right way. Follow through with that back kick. Okay? When I do that back kick, I want my back nice and straight because biomechanically it's very hard to do a back kick when my back is straight. I'd have to have very, very good flexibility. Okay, we're going to do left side. So I'm going to start in a right fighting stance. Fists are up, turn kick, down, back turning turn, kick, down. Both heels are pointed the correct way, back kick, face my opponent. We always want to follow through. Nice strong key up on these ones, guys. Fighting stance, turn kick, back turning turn kick, back kick. Good job, guys. Next one, turn kick, Autobahn. Okay, sometimes people call it a tornado kick. Turn kick, Autobahn. Fighting stance. Okay, if you don't know the Autobahn yet, we're going to practice it a little bit. Okay, fighting stance. We're going to do our kick, down. Now, instead of stepping across with this foot, so what I'm going to do is this back foot is going to come around like this. I'm going to ever so slightly tuck it in that way, okay? So another view for you guys. Coming through, back foot comes across like that. Now the reason I want it coming across like this is so that I can get those hips turned over for that turn kick, okay? So when we have our knee up like this, it makes it just a little bit more slow. If we can have our knee kind of like that, it goes even faster and it's more powerful. It allows you to get that nice clean motion going straight across so you can hit with the top of your foot. Let's do it again. Left fighting stance, turn kick, down. Now this back foot is going to be the one that launches me up. It's going to come around. I'm not going to do my jump until my knee is in line with my opponent, okay? If I come out of it too soon, I'm not going to be able to hit my opponent, okay? So I'm going to be here, I'm going to come across, turn kick, okay? View towards you guys so you can watch my knee alignment. Give me my fighting stance. Turn kick, down, come across. If you guys will notice, my knee is in line with you. I'm going to come across, turn kick, and down. Okay, let's do the other side. Going to get in that right fighting stance. Keep in mind, guys, if you know the technique, maybe you'll pick something up that you haven't been paying attention to, or it's an opportunity to do some maintenance on your turn kick autobahn. Right fighting stance, turn kick, down. My right foot's going to come around, comes around as I pivot this bottom foot. From there, I'm here, my fists are up. I'm going to just come around and throw that turn kick, okay? So I want the momentum to carry me through the kick. This one's actually harder to do more slowly than it is quickly. Let's go back into right fighting stance, okay? This time I'm going to do it with you guys. I'm going to do a fighting stance, turn kick, down, take that back foot, come around, turn kick, or autobahn, I guess you could say, okay? Let's do a couple full speed. Fighting stance, left fighting stance to start. Turn kick, autobahn, and 1. 2. 3. And 4. Good job, guys. Let's do the left side now. We're going to go in a right fighting stance. Fighting stance, and 1. 2. Remember, that jump just needs to be just a little skim off the ground. 3. 4. Good work, guys. Last one. We're going to be incorporating, clear off the sweat, a back kick into the technique. Very similar to the back turning turn kick, only when we land, instead of putting our fists up, we're going to land, throw a back kick, okay? Breaking that one down, it's going to look like this. Okay? Breakdown. Left fighting stance, turn kick, down. Autobahn, down. I land both feet the exact same way that I was doing the back turning turn. My back foot, the left one, strikes through on the back kick. So keep in mind, guys, this is one that should be done straight on a line. You shouldn't be variating too much. The autobahn is the one you want to watch, okay? If you're coming out of your autobahn too soon, your kick's going to go off course. A couple more. Left fighting stance, turn kick, autobahn, back kick. Let's do the left side. And do it so you guys can follow along with me. So we're going to start in a right fighting stance now. Turn kick, autobahn, back kick. Let's do one more on this side. Turn kick, autobahn, back kick. Good work, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed kicking combos. For our sparring portion of class today, we're going to be using Bob. Okay, so keep in mind, today's class, if you don't have a Bob or a heavy bag, you can totally practice this stuff in the air. You can have mom or dad or a friend, a family member, kick the pillow, something like that. Having resistance is best, but doing shadow work is helpful too because it helps build in the muscle memory. Today we're going to be working on one technique counters, okay? So the purpose of these is that they're going to be very quick, and they're going to be something that you can repeatedly train to get into your muscle memory, okay? So the first one that we're going to work on, guys, is I'm going to pretend that I'm locked up with my partner, okay? Now, my goal is that like there's an imaginary timer in my head that tells me how long I can stay locked up with my partner before the ref comes in to give us a break, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide in. I'm going to use that imaginary timer, and right before I think the official is going to come in to break it, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump back, and I'm going to throw a turn kick, okay? So if you don't have Bob at home, you're just going to jump back and throw your turn kick, okay? So a modifier would be that you could jump back, throw a turn kick, jump back, throw a turn kick, okay? That'd be a good one for in building up your endurance and cardio. Starting off, we're going to be nice and close to Bob. And what we're going to do is I'm going to kind of chip the shoulder or push one of the shoulders. As I'm jumping back, my back leg is going to be the one that comes across, and I want this to be a power shot, okay? Don't be afraid to kick hard when you're sparring. You play like you practice, okay, guys? So when we do our kicking for sparring practice or bag work, we're kicking Bob to do some damage, okay? So when we're sparring, we want to make sure that the shots are hard enough that they're going to count. The last thing that we want is to have light contact. Then we get into a sparring situation and our kicks aren't hard enough, okay? So we're going to work on these together. We're going to do a couple slow, and then we're going to drill it for a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to be here, and to start off, I don't even need to worry about the contact, okay? All I want to do is practice jumping away, okay? Once you have the jump away done, you're going to add in the kick. So I don't want to jump too high. I want to just skim off the ground and move back fairly gracefully, okay, if I can do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump, kick, and now whatever foot kicked, I'm going to land in front. Now the reason I want to do that is because I can hold that leg out to check, to stop someone from coming in. It can be used as a jam. It's really useful for utility when I do that. Again, so I'm going to be in up tight. Whatever foot is in the back for this one, for this drill, is going to be the one that's kicking, okay? So again, now I can add in a little chip, kick, okay? So you can just mix it up now. You can go here. Okay, let's work this one together, guys. We're going to do 5 per side, okay? And 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Next side. We're going to do 5 on the left side. Okay, so I'm going to be in a right fighting stance. I'm going to push, jump, and kick. I want to make sure I get a nice hip rotation on that, guys, because I don't want my kick chopping up. I want it coming straight across so that I get a nice quality kick so I get that point. That 2 points. Okay, right fighting stance. Push, jump, kick. Okay, again, right fighting stance. One more, try and time it so that as you're pushing, you're using that to help transfer your energy moving backwards. Make sure that kick's lightning fast, guys. Okay, we're going to do 5 on this side. Right fighting stance. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Good. Okay, next one. We're going to be working on a 1-step. So before we've worked on 2-step back counter. Now that can be used if someone's advancing. We've done that lots of times. The one we're going to work on today is going to be a 1-step counter. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm in a right fighting stance. I'm going to simulate that my partner is coming in. Okay, this is all it looks like, guys. all I'm doing is I'm just backing up to just get out of the way ever so slightly, and then I explode into that kick, okay? Couple of the finer points on this one, guys. As I step back, I can really bounce off that back leg and fire into it, okay? So I don't want to go like this. Okay, you want to be here. Really drive through it. You can actually push off the floor into that shot. It makes it really strong, okay? A couple more we're going to practice just going slowly. We're going to be here, back up, turn kick, down. Again. 1, 2. Again. 1, 2. Keep those hands up, guys, okay? So we can either have our hands up, fists up, and switch, or my preferred method is hands like in this manner, step back, okay? It's your own personal preference what you'd prefer to train as. Again, we're going to do 5 of these, or actually we're going to do 10 of these per side, guys. Ready, and 1. Focus on a nice fast kick after. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Focus on the hands, guys, and the footwork. 8. 9. And 10. Good work, guys. Shake it out. Breathe. Clear off the sweat. Same thing on this side. We're going to start in a left fighting stance, okay? All I'm going to do, step back, turn kick, okay? It's a 1-step counter, okay? Again, I'm here, step back, turn kick, okay? Let's do 10. And 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Last one, make it count. 10. Good work, guys. Shake it out. We got 1 left. Breathe. If you guys need a water, hit pause. Come back. Next one we're going to work on, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a different view, okay? So we're going to be working on parrying or hollowing, okay? Now, hollowing or parrying, really effective. All I'm going to do is I'm going to be scooping away the piercing kick that's coming. So this could be a side kick, could be a front snap kick. Is what I want to do is I'm actually going to angle bob. I'm going to simulate bob, guys, so that it looks like we're in an open stance. Okay? So we're in an open stance. We're both facing the same way. Is what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to be in my fighting stance. I'm going to push off that left leg as I hollow the block, hollow the kick away. I'm going to follow through with a turn kick. Okay? So, what we can do, actually, yeah, we're going to start it with sorry guys, we're going to flip this guy. We're going to do it even faster. So what we're going to do is we're going to start in a left fighting stance. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hollow, and then I'm just going to do a turn kick off my front leg. Originally I was going to do it off the back leg. I want to work with you guys on a front leg kick when we're getting offline, okay? So keeping in mind, guys, the footwork on this one is very important. Okay, so my left foot in this situation is going to be the one that's kicking. So it's the front foot. So keep in mind, guys, when I'm hollowing, okay, if I'm pushing off on this side, I go to the kick. So whatever side, if I'm going to my left, my right leg's going to push off. Okay? If I'm going to the left, my right leg pushes. If I'm going to the right, my left leg pushes. So in this scenario, I'm moving to my left. So my right leg's going to push off, and I'm going to hollow with my back hand. Okay? So I'm here, hollow. Okay? So all I'm doing is redirecting that kick. Okay? Together with me is what we're going to do is we're going to shift and hollow, turn kick to the chest. It's meant to be a very, very fast technique to get you offline. Again, have our fist up, hollow, kick. Really fast, guys. And that's how fast we want it. It's going to be 1-2 kick, okay? Everyone ready? We're going to do 10 of these. And 1. We're imagining we're hollowing a piercing kick on this one, guys. It even could be a spinning back kick. And 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Good work, guys. Now we're going to go work from the other side. I'm going to flip Bob around just so you guys can get a nice angle. Keeping in mind now, I'm going to be in a right fighting stance. Okay, I'm going to hollow with my left hand, and then I'm going to kick with my front leg. Okay, so keeping in mind, there's lots of moving body parts on this one, and it does take a fair bit of practice before you can get really efficient at it. 10 with me, guys. Ready, and 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Make sure you're focusing on that energy transfer. And 10. Good work, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Hey guys, it's time for Students versus Sabu Nim Nathan. Today, the name of the game is going to be terminology. So I have some terminology terms written down here. It's going to be 1 point per answer, okay? So if you don't get it by the time I'm on to the next one, that means you get 0 points. If you get it correct, that's 1 point. So we're going to use the Scout's honor on this one, guys, making sure that nobody is fibbing on what their score is. Okay, so the first question is going to be uniform. Answer is... Oh, jeez! Dobok. The answer is Dobok. Next one. Ready stance. The answer to ready stance is... Jumbi. Very good. Next one. Training hall. What is training hall? Dojang. The answer to training hall is Dojang. Next one is... Sparring. Answer to sparring is Karugi. Very good. Good job, guys. We got a few more. Next one, Grandmaster. We should all know this one. Answer to Grandmaster is Kwanjang Nim. Good. Mouth. Answer to mouth is Eep. It's like a little birdie, like Master Miller always says. Eep, 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 eep. Next one, this one's for Ashlyn. Fist. Answer to fist is Jumok. Good job, ma'am. Here's getting a little bit tougher now. Okay. Next one. Face kick. Answer to face kick is Ugul Chagi. Good job, guys. Next one. 30. Answer to number 30 is Soloon. Next one is time. Answer to time is shiga. That one might have got some of you guys. I do have one bonus question. Okay, so the rule is for the bonus question, the first person to message me on Remind gets a bonus 25 points for our challenge. The question is break. What is break in Korean? 4, 3, 2, 1, time's up. I hope you guys enjoyed class today. Chariot, Guinea. Have a great day, guys.